It feels like I've been starting a lot of books recently, and a lot of them I finished, but some of them I didn't, and I kind of want to go into why or why not I finished them. So this is a little mini reading vlog. Let me know if you've read any of these, because I'm so curious what people have to say about them. And if you have any recommendations based on what I liked or what I didn't finish, I would love to hear that as well. Just finished Kindred. Oh my god. So insane. So crazy. So good. So important. I love Octavia E. Butler. Definitely not like a fun book, but an important book. I'm gonna switch up the vibes a little bit, and now I'm going to read The Starving Saints by Caitlin Starling. I just finished The Starving Saints. That was pretty good. I do wish, honestly, that I had read a physical copy of this book instead of listening to the audiobook. I think just because all like three main characters are girls voiced by a woman, it just every so often could get like a little confusing who we were talking about. But I don't think that's any fault of like the narrator or the author or anything. I think I just personally would have gotten more out of it from reading the physical copy. I think I missed a few key details here and there, but I still really enjoyed it. It was everything I was wanting. Medieval, in a castle, dark, sapphic, fantastical. It's just exactly what I was in the mood for. I would definitely recommend it. I thought it was so fun and interesting. There's a lot of like twists and turns. The ending was a little bit muddled to me, but again, I think that might have been an audiobook situation where I was like cleaning my house and got distracted. We'd definitely read again though. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. Up next is Magnolia Parks, which I've heard a bit about. Is that what it's called? Magnolia Parks? Yeah. I've heard a little bit about it. It's just what came up next on my Libby, what came available. Definitely a hard pivot in vibe from The Starving Saints, but maybe that's good, you know? I kind of don't like reading more of the same thing back to back. I like to switch it up. So I think I'm ready for this. I'm excited. I did not finish Magnolia Parks. I DNF'd that. I knew going into it that it was supposed to be like gossip girly, but I don't really like that show either. So I don't know why I read this. I think it's just not for me. It's not that there was anything particularly wrong with it. It's not my taste. I didn't like it. I started listening to Silver Elite, and I listened to the first 4%, and it was so cringe. And I've heard so much hype about this book. Well, actually, I've heard mixed reviews, but nothing has been said about how cringe, at least the opening is. I will power through if you say that it's actually very good. But she's just like, the book starts with her being like, I'm so sexy that all these soldier boys want me, and I don't want them because they could never have me, but they want me. They always do. And then some man says the B word, and I was just out. I was done. So let me know. Hello, I'm reading The Snow Child. I'm on 220, most of the way through. Jack is so annoying. I don't like him very much. Why is it so hard to accept that this little girl is magical? Why would you keep all of this really important information from your wife? And he had the pity party when he hurt his back. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan. Oh, and like not validating his wife when she's like, hey, there's a little magical girl running around the woods. He should have, and he saw her. He knows. Not a fan of Jack. Not even like 1%, really.
He's probably my least favorite character in this book. One of my least favorite characters in a long time. Okay, I just finished The Snow Child. It was good. I wish it was a little more like magic heavy. I kind of thought it would be more like the vibes I was looking for was like folklore, mystical, magical, whimsy, and it was mostly roughing it in Alaska, you know, farming, hunting, trapping. But it is very beautifully written. There's a lot of beautiful moments. The ending, pretty good. Beautifully written. I would say slow. I would say the pace, like it just starts off so good, and then we're dragging our feet a little bit. I'd say there's like just enough to make you stay interested in the story, but like just enough. But I would say if you're interested in like cozy reads, this is definitely a good cozy read. This is like a nice, slow, peaceful, hygge kind of book. I'm still, now that I've read the whole thing, I still feel how I feel about Jack. I love all of the other characters. Everyone else is interesting and great. I don't like Jack. Sorry. It was good. I'm surprised that it was a Pulitzer Prize finalist. That does surprise me a little bit. But I liked it. I would also be interested, I couldn't find an audiobook anywhere, but I feel like this would be an awesome audiobook, and that would help with some of the pacing. But I enjoyed it. I'm glad I read it. It's been on my shelf for years, just looking at me, and I wanted like a good winter read, and that's exactly what I got. I think I'm just a little bit too used to reading like fantasy with really like plot driven stories and like a lot of action and things happening, and this was way more character driven, but it was cool. I feel like I haven't read a lot of books that take place in Alaska. It was good. I liked it. I'd probably give it 3 out of 5 stars. Okay, after that last read, which just felt kind of like long, I want something fast and easy and interesting that I can just consume. So I'm going to read my Mad Fat Diary by Ray Earl, which I have seen the show. That's not a sticker, by the way. That's right on there, printed on. They know we love that. I'm excited to read this. The show is really good. It's about this girl who has like an eating disorder, just released from the psychiatric ward. Interesting. And then she's just doing British teen things. So it'll be good. Okay, just started. I love that there's like a little index at the beginning that kind of talks about some British slang. It talks about the British education system a little bit, which I've always wondered about. Like, they don't do like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, high school. They do like, I don't even know what they do. I did not learn anything. I was too confused. It's too complicated. But I'm into like the actual, I didn't realize that this was like nonfiction, basically. Like, this is a published diary of Ray Earl from when she was a teenager. Some slight revisions, like changed names and that sort of thing. But like all of this happened. And it takes place in 89. So there are quite a few pop culture references that I am not understanding. Also, because they're British. But so far so good. Liking it. Okay, I just finished my Mad Fat Diary by Ray Earl. I really liked it. I think there's a second one. I'm gonna read that. I'm deciding whether I want to go out and buy the second book or if I want to watch the show first. If I remember correctly, I think there's like a season per book, so maybe I can just watch the first season. But I really miss diary formatted books. I was such a Dork Diaries fan when I was a kid. And obviously Diary of a Wimpy Kid, but Dork Diaries was where it was at. I liked it a lot. It's not like obviously super plot driven. It's a real diary. It's a diary that Ray Earl wrote, but it is so
real and like relatable. You know, she's a teenager in the UK in the 80s. I think in the UK. I don't know if there are mentions of Edinburgh, so Scotland probably. She doesn't, I think, explicitly say that she has an eating disorder, but she certainly has eating disorder mentality. There's OCD in there, but mostly a lot of just like being a teenager wanting to fit in. It's not like super happy, but it's very raw, very just real. I liked it a lot. It reminded me of being a teenager. And the only thing I would say, if you like music, if you like 80s music, I think you would really like this book as well, because she is just a huge music fan and talks about it all the time. I don't know like most of the songs that she's referring to, but I'm wondering because I don't remember the show. I watched the show years and years ago, but I wonder if the show will have that additional layer to it, because we'll be able to play the songs that she's talking about. I think that will be so cool. So I'm actually really excited to watch the show right now. I kind of can't wait to put names to faces. Obviously not real faces, but I'm so excited. I liked it. I really liked that. This has been sitting on my This has been sitting on my shelf for years, and I don't know why I've never picked it up. I would definitely recommend it. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but My Mad Fat Diary, definitely recommend. Okay, I've watched the first season of My Mad Fat Diary, and the show's better than the book. And I liked the book, but the show is better. It's just really, really good. I highly, highly recommend it. I believe it's on Hulu. So devastating and funny and real, and they just, not only do they do the book justice, they do more. It's like a more immersive experience, and I love it. I will say, it is so wildly different from the book. It's like loosely based on the book, but the essence is the same, and that's okay. So I would say it's not like if you watch the show that you don't need to read the book, because I would say they're very different experiences. And if you like that content, then here's more content you can consume. But so different. The show's just so unbelievably good. So good. I recommend it.
I'm reading Lent by Jo Walton. I am loving it so far. The first chapter goes super hard, really like shocking, like new. Like I haven't read anything like this before. This is really good. I'm on like chapter 5 now, 50 pages or so in. It has not been quite as exciting since the first chapter. There are a few moments that are good, but there's a lot of names, like the most names I've ever read, and I'm having a little bit of a tough time keeping them all straight, but I'm holding out because that first chapter was so good, and there's like kind of just enough stringing me along right now to like keep me interested. I would not listen to this. I'm really glad I'm physically reading this and not listening to it on an audiobook, because I think all those names would be really extra jumbled if I was listening to it. But I'm really excited. It's about, are they Catholic? His name is Girolamo, and he can see demons, and he can exorcise demons and send them back to hell. And he's like very, very pious, speaks to God, gets like visions from God. It takes place in, I think, the 1400s. Yeah, just kind of exactly what I'm in the mood for right now. It's a book I got for Christmas, which made me feel very loved and seen, because it is like right up my alley. And I didn't even know that this book existed before I got it for Christmas, so I love that. But I will keep you updated. Okay, Lent is going to take me a long time to finish, so it's probably not going to be in this video, but I'm really liking it so far. If anyone else has read this, let me know. I feel like I'm not hearing anyone talk about this book right now, and it is like rocking my world a little bit. So I'm determined to finish it. It's definitely a little bit of a harder read for me. I'm just reading it very slowly. I think it has to do with just all of the names and everything happening, but it's going well. I'm really like captivated by it. I'll probably do a review in a future video, so stay tuned. I forgot to mention I've been reading the Book of Secrets by Deepak Chopra, and I might be soft DNFing it like this far of the way through. I think it's an awesome like intro to spirituality, and he's saying some very profound and interesting things, but it's just not, I think, what I'm yearning for at this moment in my life. I think I'm going to keep going though. I'm going to power through. I found an audiobook, so I'm going to do some like immersive reading with it and see if that possibly aids my experience, because this is a beautiful book. Look at it. I really want to like it. It's not that I don't like it either. It's just when I picked it up, I was, I think, looking for something kind of specific, and I'm not sure that it's that, but it's still like its own thing, and it's still good. But I haven't read it in quite a while, so I did kind of soft DNF it, but I think I would like to get back. Yeah. Editing Madison here. What am I talking about? I love this book. It's really super good if you feel like you need to be convinced of spirituality, like if you need proof. He is really good about going into like the science of things, and I love that. I'm trying to give myself permission to DNF books when I'm just not liking it. I've noticed I'm a lot more likely to DNF when I'm reading like a library book or listening to an audiobook that I didn't pay for, like using Libby or something. I feel like when I invest in a book and I pay for it, I'm like, I have to finish this. I absolutely have to finish this because I paid for it, and I hate that. So I feel like I've been pretty good about only buying books that I think I'm going to love, and for ones that I'm just like, I don't know, let's give it a try. I'm trying to use my library more. Plus, it's just nice to support the library. Thanks for coming along on this little mini reading vlog with me. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, if you have any recommendations, if you agreed or disagreed with any of my reviews. See you next time. Bye.